Yeah. You're watching the Ethiks mixtape show, and I'm your host, Viktory BX Supreme Promoter, basically. You know what I mean? I'm Shane, basically. What up? Thank y'all for watching a new episode, Ethiks mixtape show. Anybody that liked this episode, I'll be very grateful. If anyone could make a small donation, nothing crazy. The link is Ethiks Cash App, Ethiks Cash App, and I'm also on PayPal. GRINDETHIKSMEDIA at PayPal. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok. The links are down below. And yo, I want to give a big shout out to my proud sponsor, Ayamaha Naturals. That's Ayamaha Naturals. All right. If you want to learn about CMOS, after the show, click on YamahaNaturals.com, or you can follow them on Instagram. Also, they got other health products that you can learn about. So after the show, feel free, browse through the Instagram. Browse through the Instagram if you're on Instagram. Also, you could browse through the website. All right. Yo, I want to talk about an important piece of hip hop history that a lot of people do not mention. I'm talking about my brother, Disco King Mario. Disco King Mario was a DJ who started DJing, I think, in the 60s, right? And he's from North Carolina, but him and his family migrated from North Carolina to Bronx, New York. Specifically, they moved to the Soundview area of Brownsville, or Soundview, New York, which is the location of Rosedale Park and Rosedale Projects. And he actually is from Rosedale Projects as in Soundview. You know what I mean? And he started a crew of DJs called the Chuck Chill Out Crew. The Chuck Chill Out Crew. That's what it's called. The Chuck Chill Out Crew. African Bambaataa, when he was younger, he was down with the crew. He was down with Disco King Mario and the Chuck City Crew. Also, DJ Jazzy J, legendary DJ Jazzy J, was also down with Disco King Mario and the Chuck City Crew. This is actually Disco King Mario. A lot of people don't know he was actually bigger than Kool Herc and African Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash. As far as the Bronx, a lot of people didn't know about Bambaataa until Disco King Mario, actually put him on his own crew. And later on, Bambaataa separated from the Chuck City Crew, and he did his own thing over in River Ave, which is another side of the Bronx. So, and he paved the way a lot. He paved the way for a lot of DJs, a lot of hip hop DJs. You know what I'm saying? He played disco music, of course. He played funk music. He played R&B. He played a lot of shit. He was known to just bring out the jam, especially outside jams. You know what I'm saying? And he also performed in junior high school 123rd. That was 123. That was one of his main venues, and he was very known for negotiating venues. Negotiating with venue owners. And he made good money. He made some money off of being a DJ. He actually rented out his own different venues, negotiate with venue owners to actually throw his own parties along with his crew at different venues. He was known for that. And the brother couldn't read or write, I heard. He couldn't read. I heard he was illiterate. But when it came to You know, persuading people and negotiating and all that. He was real swift. He was real swift. He was like a rich brother in the hood. He was rich without the money. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a lot of money supposedly, but he was rich because he whatever he wanted, he got it, you know? And he was a real ladies man, I heard. Disco King Mario was a real ladies man. But down the line, a lot of people forgot about him. And people my age, and even some people in their early 50s don't know about him. But like I said, if you're from the Bronx, if you don't know about Disco King Mario and you're in your 50s, I don't know. But people my age, I'm in my 40s, a lot of people my age don't know about him. But he actually paved the way for a lot of DJs, and he needs to be mentioned. He definitely needs to be mentioned in the Hip Hop Bronx Museum or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he also was a member of the Black Spades, which was considered the notorious street gang back in the 70s, the Black Spades. I think this is the reason why a lot of people, actually, this was the reason why a lot of people didn't snatch his DJ equipment. Because if you was a DJ, especially in the Bronx, doing outside parties, and you wasn't from that neighborhood, there was a good chance that you would get robbed. For real. But a lot of people, if you was a Black Spade member and you was DJing in different parts of the Bronx or in New York, and even if you wasn't from a particular neighborhood, but people seen that you was from the Black Spade, they wouldn't mess with you. They wouldn't mess with you because the Black Spades, the motherfuckers was no joke back in those days. Matter of fact, big shout out to my uncle Little B, who's a Black Spade member. Yo, every time I see this guy, he always talking about the Black Spade, the Black Spades. So yeah, there was no joke back in the day, and there was a very instrumental in the beginning stages of hip hop, and Disco King Mario was a part of them. Yeah, man. But due to the fact that he stopped DJing, that's when his name started to die down, and I think that's why a lot of people in hip hop don't know about him. Because after he stopped DJing, African Bambaataa, Grandmaster Flash, Kool Herc, their names started to skyrocket throughout the hip hop culture to the point where their names started to be known throughout the world, really. You know? A lot of people who are into hip hop on a global scale, people from different countries, different cities, different states in the United States don't know about King Disco Mario because he stopped DJing and he had a big drugs thing. These brothers would have been big anyway, regardless. But hip hop, and was a member. Episode, I'd be very grateful if anyone could follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Also, if you like this episode, comment, like, share, subscribe. Or if you do subscribe, ring that little bell. Also, if you definitely like this episode, I'll be very grateful if anyone